Libra. How are you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to those of you who are part of my community. Always nice to have you here. If you are new and you just stumbled upon this video, your guides and keepers have brought you here. You feel drawn to the video. I trust that you will receive the messages that you need to receive today. And whenever you find this video during the month of October. Today we're taking a look at what is happening for you, my Libra collective, during the month of October in the area of love and relationship. I want to take a look at what's happening with you in relation to your person, any advice, what we can expect, the person that you have in mind, and if something new comes up, then obviously I will share that with you. I am a medium. I'm what's known as a no-tool medium. So I channel my message, I speak to spirit, and I receive messages about your situation for this collective. So nothing that I say is my personal opinion. I have no judgment into your situation. I am just sharing with you what spirit wants you to know, what will uplift, and not hinder, what will help you in your growth and in your progress. What will help you in your expansion, okay? I always ask that you settle into your intuition, take a few deep breaths, and ask your guides and keepers to guide you through the reading, to help you to know and recognize what is for you, which of the messages are in fact yours and which are not. If it resonates, claim it without a doubt. If it doesn't, let it go. Don't waste any time on it. Okay, you've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their sacred flame burning. I always start my readings with a meditation. I open a channel for remote healing in the areas of love and relationship for my subscribers. So if you've not yet subscribed and you'd like to tap into that energy, go ahead and do that now. Thank you so much, guys, for all of your support on my channel, your comments, your likes, sharing my videos. And to those of you who have donated, I really appreciate you. I appreciate all of the love and all of the support. You make it possible for me to keep doing what I do. And my wish is for each and every one of you to be guided towards what you love, to be able to live a fulfilled life, to live what you've come here to live. Just one more thing, guys. If you're interested in a personal, my email is in the description box below. That is the only way in which I take bookings. Please be careful. We have a lot of scammers online pretending to be readers. I would hate for that to happen to you. I don't take readings via social media. I always will direct you to my email so that we can do things properly and you can be sure that you are actually dealing with me and not someone else pretending and then taking your money. Okay, what else? Libra. Spirit wants you to know that the energy that is going to most support you during this time, during this month, is the energy of love. Bring peace into your life and your relationships will flourish. Make the cornerstone of everything that you do peace. If you are going to take an action, do something, embark on something, even have a conversation that you know is going to hinder your peace, make a different choice. If there is conflict, focus on that which is not so much associated with the conflict. Make a different choice. Allow the cornerstone of your interactions, of your choices, of your life to be that of peace and love. Love for yourself. If you love yourself enough to know that your peace matters, then your relationships will begin to flourish. And those relationships that just cannot flourish will automatically move out of your life. And good riddance. We're not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not for everybody, and everybody's not for me, and that's okay. All right, let's take a look at the general energy around you and your person at the moment, specifically around your person in relation with you. Let's take a look at what the general energy is for them. Okay, your person wants balance here. Your person wants balance with you. They want harmony with you. There has been some dishonesty, some betrayal here. And they really they've come to the understanding of why they've done the things that they've done. This has taken them a little bit of time, guys, because it was not their intention to be sly. It was not their intention to omit truths, to be dishonest. It was not their intention to lie to you or to go behind your back or to be sneaky. This person is really, really working through a lot, processing a lot, trying to take action towards finding a place that is going to bring them to harmony, into where they can actually have those conversations with you, into where they can reconcile, where they can have harmony with you. It doesn't matter. It's not that they have a particular expectation. They just feel that they need to make things right with you, whatever that may be. Okay? And for many of you, the big thing is, many of you are thinking, well, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I want harmony too. But I don't want this person in my life if they're still dealing with that other person. That's not for everybody. That's for many of you. And you have the right to make that decision. And you can allow for peace and say, look, I've forgiven you. I'm at peace. I wish you well. I'm not angry with you anymore. And I'm okay with being your friend, or I'm okay with us just being the way we are now and us going our separate ways. As long as that person's in your life, there's just no space for me. I don't think so. I won't feel comfortable. Whatever that may be for you, you've got to do what's best for you, Libra. So, there goes my cards. The one that jumped out is exactly what I'm saying. Your person wants to come towards you with an emotional offer. Your person wants to come towards you to let you know how they feel. They want to come towards you and they want to show up in the right way with the right energy. And that's what they're really thinking about. That's what they're working on at the moment, Libra. And that is what is the dominant energy for them right now. They really want to be able to close the gap between you, to reconcile, to say, look, this is what it is. I'm really sorry about that. I realize that I shouldn't have done that, blah, blah, blah. And can we just be okay? You know, I care about you. You're important to me. You know, what along those lines. It's an emotional conversation that they are wanting to have with you. Okay. Now, what could be crossing this is the fact that in the past, when they were trying to be sincere with you, when they were wanting to be sincere with you, when they approached you, when they were expressing their feelings towards you, they were in a very physical energy, a sexual energy. Perhaps it was passion based. They felt a lot of passion towards you. They felt very drawn towards you. This person felt this intensity, and they're just worried that they don't want to come with the same sort of energy where it's like they're trying to get something from you, or where it is superficial, or where they might find themselves really wanting to come at you sincerely and just wanting to make things okay with you, but then finding themselves being drawn into you, feeling obsessed, not being able to stay away from you, wanting to just um, I'm sensing this magnetism, and then you getting the wrong impression that this person is in this lustful energy. They desire you, they do, and they are wanting to manage that energy, almost calm that fire, almost it's like it's burning high. And when it comes to you, that's just something that happens automatically, but they're really wanting to calm it a bit, because they want it to just be a sincere, neutral conversation, where they're not feeling like they cannot control themselves around you, because then you're going to think they're just doing that thing that they always do, where it's about what they want, and that they're just coming towards you because they want to get you into bed, or whatever the case may be. They don't want you to get that impression, so they're really trying to allow that fire inside, that passion inside, to just calm down, so that they can come through with the kind of energy that they are wanting to come through with, because they don't want you to get the wrong impression. Look, they can't help how they feel. They can't help the connection that they have with you. They can't help that you ignite this fire inside of them. But obviously, based on whatever's happened here in the past and what they've done, they understand that you have a certain idea about them, and they don't want you to think that that is who they are showing up. What is it that your person thinks of you? Your person thinks that you are still very, very hurt by what they've done. They think that you are hurt by what they've done, that you associate a lot of heartbreak with them. They think that your heart is closed off to them, that your heart chakra is blocked to them, and they know and understand why, and that's their expectation. What is your person's feeling for you currently? Your person feels that you are the one. They feel that you are their heart's choice. Many of these people believe that you are the person that they are supposed to be with. Many of your people believe that. They've come to that realization. And some of your, for those of you who are that are a divine counterpart on the twin flame journey, they've actually come to realize that even though they don't have the understanding that you do, you might have been onto something when you mentioned this to them, or someone's mentioned it to them. This has come up in conversation, and they were just not sure if they could believe it, and now they've come to realize that there might be some truth around this. You might be that person. You might be their mirror. They have evidence of it. They have reason to believe it now. They have reason to believe it in their heart. That's what they feel for you. What is it that your person is hiding from you? Well, at the moment, they are hiding the fact that they want a more balanced, equal give and take relationship. They want a healthier relationship with you than what they've had in the past. They want to bring you the information about a more stable, them showing up in a more stable way. They want to have this conversation with you. They want to share these realizations that they've come to. But what I'm getting is your person is very aware of how you might see things, and that you might not believe this, and that they really need to show up in the right way. They're also afraid that maybe they could just they are just being selfish, because now they've come to this realization when you've known all along. And now they come to realize your value. And it's not that they didn't know your value. It's just that their behavior they didn't know their own value. And their behavior aligned with their own worth. But they see and they know and they understand that you associate their actions with the lack of value in your relationship, in your connection. And that they can't just expect you to see things differently. So they really, really want to let you know that they understand and that they know. And at the same time, they're really hoping that you still feel the same way, but they believe that hope is foolish. Okay, so that's what they're hiding. What is the intention? So your person is planning where in the past they've invested and they've been dissatisfied. Their intention and their plan is to take action and make the kind of investment in your relationship that both of you can appreciate, that is stable and fulfilling. And in order for that to happen, both of you need to get to be whoever you are. Both of you need to be honored just for who you are. And this is something that they are really wanting to believe is possible, but when they think about a whole lot of different things, they are also wondering if maybe they are expecting too much. Okay, so let's take a look at how your person has shown up in this relationship with you. What has been your person's behavior? So your person looked at you, treated you as though you are a destination. You are what they want, you are a destination, but they still need to get there. They treated the relationship with you as though on some level, you're still out of reach. And on some level, they're still not ready for it. They expected time and patience and understanding from you that was too much. They expected too much because you were already in their life. But they were still somewhere else. They were still invested elsewhere. They were still focusing elsewhere. As though they're standing. You can see one another. This is what Spirit is showing me. You can see one another, and there's a river running between these two pieces of land. They're standing on the opposite side, and you're standing here. And you're saying, swim across. I'm not far. Or there's a bridge. And they're acting like they don't see the bridge. Or like they don't hear you. And that's how you felt. You felt as though you were not heard. And as though they didn't want it enough. They expected this to come to them in a time when they feel they are ready for it, instead of actually going for what they want. And they cannot blame you for how you perceived it. How did you show up in this connection? Well, what ended up happening is you didn't hide your feelings. You didn't hide your disappointment. You didn't hide your upset. You didn't hide the fact that you were dissatisfied with how things are. And you felt as though this person was throwing away everything that you were giving them. They were squandering it. They were not appreciating it. And there must have been a confrontation here. That's what Spirit's showing me. You confronted them about their behavior. You confronted them about their crap. You confronted them about this not honoring what you're offering. And you were hurt. That's why this person thinks you're still in that energy. Because you showed them how deeply hurt you were. And how unappreciated you felt. How betrayed you felt. And this was painful for you. This was painful for you. So that is why this person is really wanting to make sure that they've got their ducks in a row before they come towards you, because they know how they hurt you. They know how they hurt you. Now, what is your person's hopes? What are they hoping, you know, in them wanting to come forward and just sort of say, hey, I'm sorry. I can't make right what has happened, and I really can't excuse it, and I can't change things, and this is who I am, but this is how much I've grown. This is what I've come to realize, and this is what I want to do and want to be moving forward, you know. I don't expect anything from you, Libra, but you're important to me, and I hope that you still have space in your life for me. What is their real expectation in them coming forward? What is it that they're really hoping for? Oh dear. That's too many cards, Spirit. Okay. Should I take it? Should I take it? I'm not going to take it. What is this person's expectation and hope? What is it that they hope and what is it that they fear in coming towards Libra or with Libra during the month of October? They are hoping for passionate communication. They are hoping that you are able to receive them reaching out to you, them expressing themselves to you so openly and so vulnerably in the way that you have in the past. They are hoping that you guys will be able to connect through communication the way that you did previously, where you just got one another, where you will just understand where they are because you always knew them so well, and that you will still be able to click into that. They're afraid that you will think they're still immature and you won't take them seriously. That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid that you won't take them seriously. What are the outcomes that we can expect here during the month of October? Well, you can expect that your person is going to do what they need to do so that they can sort of line up with what it is they believe they should be living here. And I strongly feel for many of you, they believe you're a part of that. You're a part of their empire. They want to show up as the best version of themselves. They want to show up as the person that they know you saw in them before they acted the way they did. They really want to allow themselves to move beyond the feeling of being burdened. The way things are with you guys is a burden for them. They've tried to just let it go, but they feel burdened by how things are with you. They don't feel that it's right. They don't feel that that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, they're going to come in towards you. They're going to come in and they're going to be vulnerable and they're going to show. Put their cards out on the table and show. And allow what must be to be. And that's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm seeing for you guys, Libra, during October. Now, what should you be aware of with this person? What should you be aware of in deciding whether or not you want to line up with being open to making things okay between you? You need to be aware that is saying to me, many of you, your person is with someone. It looks to me like this could be a married man. And this could be where they separated, but they were not wanting to let go, or they were not wanting to move out, or something to that effect. All right, take it as it resonates. Others of you, there's a situation that involves financial stability that got in the way of your relationship. You were not okay with it, and that's why you let it go. You know the story, take it as it resonates. But Spirit is saying, or for some of you, they're no longer with the person, but it's a baby mama or something like that you felt was interfering, or you felt threatened by. Spirit is saying, coming to maturity regarding this. Know and understand that relationships evolve. Just because it had that status a couple of years ago and it was a certain way for a while doesn't mean that is still it. We tend to believe that somebody needs to completely cut certain people out of their lives so that our position is not threatened. But your position is not threatened unless it's energetically threatened. And if it's energetically threatened, the person doesn't have to have a status. It could be anybody on the street that threatens your relationship because your connection is not solid. Focus on the fact that every relationship and connection has a life of its own. What is the basis of that? That is where the strength lies. Honor that, and everything else will take care of itself. If your person's had children with somebody else, you cannot expect them to just cut the person off. They have to co-parent. Perhaps they're still friends. Perhaps they were friends before that. And you take it as it resonates. But what Spirit is saying to me, whatever you felt threatened by, take your power back from that. If somebody's coming to you and showing up sincerely, allow yourself, when you meet with this person, or when you have this conversation with this person, have a conversation with only them. Allow that it's only you, that person, and source in the room. Because we have a tendency in our minds to invite outside parties and make it about them. It's about the two of you. And whatever decisions you make based on that, let it be about you. Let it be about the two of you. Okay. And allow yourself to communicate from a throat chakra that is healthy and open, Don't allow it to be a lower vibrational conversation, because that is not your person's intention, and you give your power away when you do that. So the best example I can give you guys of that is, how they say, there's nothing wrong with having a disagreement. There's nothing wrong with having an argument. But if it's not mature, if you belittle one another, if you point fingers at one another, if you blame, if there's contempt, if you bring up old things to say, well, you did this and you did that, remember, you need to accept that maybe you're not over certain things. You've not been able to let go of certain things, and those things hold power over you, because you give them power over you. But to allow yourself to just be mature and say, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to feel forced into anything. I don't have to take anything that I'm not comfortable with. And I definitely don't have to align with anything that I'm not ready for. So I'm going to just be non-judgmental. I'm going to be in alignment with Source, and I'm going to have an open heart and listen. I don't have to make any decisions in this moment. And I don't have to hold this person responsible for the things that I've not yet expanded beyond or grown beyond, because obviously people come into your life to help you to recognize certain triggers, to help you to recognize what is still very active in your vibration, and only you can overcome that. Only you can evolve beyond that. But sometimes we don't allow ourselves to be happy because we're so afraid. We keep the past active. And you will re-invite the past, but you'll attract the past again, even if you move on with a new person. Because if it is a fear, you have to be tuned into it for it to hold energy. For it, that's got to be active in your vibration. And if you tuned into it, you're going to attract more of it, and you don't want to do that. So you've got to be willing to do the work. Someone else cannot come and kiss it all better and make it all better. Someone else can make you all the promises in the world, but at the end of the day, you're the only one that can decide what you attract. What your future looks like is what you tuned into. And if you tuned into fear, and you tuned into distrust, and you tuned into insecurity, then you're going to attract. So if my biggest fear is that I'm going to be made a fool of, then I've got an energy that's active inside of me. I'm holding it active. I'm tuned into that. I'm insecure, okay, about how I will be treated in a relationship. Then I'm going to attract people that are going to betray me, that are going to make a fool of me, because that's what I'm attracting. All right? If I'm constantly worried about being betrayed, then I'm going to attract people who are so focused on not being betrayed themselves that they will betray me just because they think I'm going to betray them, and that's what I'll attract, you know. And it's easy for us to see toxicity in other people's behavior, but we need to accept that I've got to be in that vicinity for it to be happening to me. The rain doesn't pour on me if I'm not standing beneath the clouds where it's raining. I've got to be in that vicinity. And if I'm using an umbrella, then I'm definitely not getting as drenched as the other people. But you need to be willing to accept that you have to be in the vicinity for you to be a vibrational match to certain things, and for those things to actually be allowed into your experience. It's a hard thing to realize. It's a hard thing to realize, guys. It's a hard thing to accept, especially when we believe that everybody else is responsible for how they treat us. And yes, they are. They're responsible for how they treat us. But our relationship to that, because somebody can look at you and say, oh, you're a horrible person, and look at you, you're not attractive at all. And that can send you into a very dark place. It can cut you to pieces, and someone can look at the person next to you and do the same thing, and they'll look at them and laugh. Why? Because they're not even, that's not even in their vicinity. It goes right over their head. Okay, so I want to look at, so that's advice for you. Is there anything that my Libras need to just be cautious about when it comes to their person during the month of October? Anything in relation to the person that maybe Libra should be aware of? So obviously it's the fact that maybe that person is not completely being blocked by them, but that doesn't mean that person still holds the same energy or weight in their lives, okay? Allow yourself to just be neutral and observant. Just acknowledge. Just acknowledge. And then take your time to make your decisions if that's what you need. Spirit is saying, be aware that your person is still working through a lot of their stuff, and they know that they have a bit of an obsession when it comes to you. They know that they are very, very charged. They are filled with passion when it comes to you. There's a lot of deep desire. They overthink things when it comes to you. There's a lot of they feel this compulsion when it comes to you, and that's probably why for many of you this person's kept a distance. They will find themselves expressing this and showing it in different ways, and sometimes they will also hold back, where you can see they want to say more, but they'll hold it back. It's not them wanting to be dishonest. It's just they're cautious. They'll still be a bit cautious around you. Okay? Right, Libra, that is your message for October. If it fits, take it. If it doesn't, let it go. Just some more advice from Spirit in closing for my Libras for the month of October. This is a nice energy I'm feeling, Libra. This is a nice energy. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Be easy about it. Don't take things too seriously. And trust the goodness that flows in your direction. Your life doesn't depend on it anyway. So make too much of a big deal about it. And give yourself the time that you need to make the decisions that you need to make. Be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. And if you're not interested in this person anymore, if you're not ready for this, be true to yourself and say, look, I really appreciate this. I've waited for it for a long time. But where I am right now is here, and I just need time with this. Or this is what I want. And don't feel like you should, be a queen of swords just because of what this person does. Well, I should behave like this. I should behave like I don't want it. I should behave like I'm angry. When you're not. Be who you are. Be true to yourself. There's no right or wrong way to behave. And allow yourself to accept that even this and whatever comes to you with regards to your person during the month of October is part of the process and of your healing. It is a time for change, beloved, to learn something new. Allow yourself to see it as everything as an adventure. Everything will begin to look slightly different. Relationships will begin to look different. The things you used to like, the things you now come to realize you like, it's all new for you. Allow yourself to see it in the way that it serves you with your wisdom. Look at it from a place of wisdom. Okay, so that is your reading for the month of October. Libra, I wish you well. Do what is best for you. Do what is best for you. And be easy about it. Okay, is there anything else, Spirit? Because I feel like I'm not finished. Anything else, Spirit? What is it? For Libra. Spirit is saying for some of you, this October is going to offer you closure from this old person. For some of you, it's not going to be a reconciliation. It's just going to be closure. It's going to be, we accept this is how it's going to be. And I want you to know how I see it. I want to thank you. It's just going to be a conversation that's really going to set you free. And if it's not a conversation in person, maybe a message or something is going to come through, maybe a message, or someone's going to bring you a message, maybe through somebody else. Whatever it is for you, it's going to be closure for some of you, Libra, so that you can move towards something much better, more of what you want. Okay? Towards your hopes, your wishes, and you also need to take into consideration where you are in relationship with yourself. As I said, even in this reading, you can only attract based on your vibration. Where are you in relation to the bigger version of yourself? If you're feeling lonely and lack and empty, then you're going to attract more of that. Okay? So where are you? Are you in that place? Whatever comes into your life is going to contribute to you being more, you receiving what it is you need to be more able and willing to bring into your life what you deserve. to love yourself more, to fill your own cups, and not to be reliant on anybody else to do that. And for a new opportunity with someone, a new stable opportunity with someone. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So that's it. That's the last bit Spirit wanted me to give you guys. Libra, if you're interested in a personal, my email's in the description box below. Do what is best for you. I wish you well during the month of October. And of course, I will see many of you in the other readings, the pick-a-pile readings and so forth. But for now, I wish you love and light. Take care of yourself.